Okay, so the topic is family finances and budgeting. If you guys have not gone and seen Shannon's video, go watch her video because that lady has got her crap together. She's like crazy organized. We are pretty good with budgeting and finance, but we are not near as efficient as Shannon is, so definitely go check out her video. As far as our finances go, when my husband and I met, we were both full-time military, so we were getting the same amount of money in our paycheck. So when I left the military, we literally cut our finances in half. So before I got out of the military, when we knew I was pregnant and I was going to be getting out, we started putting my whole paycheck into savings and living just off of David's paycheck, just so we would know what it felt like and there would be no surprises. And that way we would have a good nest egg of money in savings too, because that's where all my paychecks were going. So that was actually really helpful for us. It was a little hard at first to get used to cutting everything in half, but it was really, really helpful. Basically, my husband and I are both like debt-ophobic. I don't know if that's a real word or not, but we are terrified of debt. So I am actually in charge of paying all of our bills and stuff. David has access to everything, but I'm the one who's primarily in charge of the money. So when we first moved into our house, we didn't own any furniture. All we owned was our clothes. So we started renting our house, and we decided what would be best for us was to be furnished one room at a time. So we got a credit card and we bought our bedroom furniture, and every time we got paid, we would put a big chunk of money towards the credit card. So we kind of established credit that way by, furnishing a room and then paying it all off, and then furnishing the next room and then paying it all off. So we always pay everything off before we move on to another large purchase. Also, we really got into cutting down our monthly bills. So the first thing we did is we started putting as much money as we could towards my husband's truck to pay off his truck. And so we have 2 cars that are both paid off now. So that's like a huge burden off of our shoulders. And then we started cutting down little things, because it's really surprising how small bills really add up. So first we looked at our car insurance, and we started looking at other companies to see who could give us the most coverage for the least amount of money. So we moved our car insurance over to someone who could give us a better deal. So we cut our bills down that way. We looked at our cell phone plan and really started looking at how many minutes we used versus how many minutes we were paying for. So we cut our bills down that way. We do not have cable, we just have internet. Our TV, we have Netflix, which I think is like $9 a month, which is a lot cheaper than a lot of cable, I guess, programs are. We can still watch TV shows and movies, but we cut our bills down a lot that way. And if there are shows that we want to watch, we just watch them on Hulu and just hook the computer up to the television. So we really don't miss cable as much as we thought we would. So we cut our bills down huge that way. We have one credit card, like I said before, and that's for big purchases, but we only do one big purchase at a time, so we don't get behind. We also have 2 gas cards, one for me and one for my husband. So every month we put all of our gas on the gas card. And when my husband gets paid, the first thing I do is I pay off our gas cards, I pay off our cell phones, and then we have a certain amount of money that we put towards our credit card. And normally our credit card is empty, but if we do have something on there, we have money we put towards that. The other thing we do is we both get an allowance, which I know sounds silly, but we take out $200 every paycheck. I get $100 and my husband gets $100. And that is our fun money. We can use it to take each other out if there's something that we want to buy, like if I want to get a new shirt or something that comes out of my cash budget. So that way it's cash and there's no way that I'm going to go over. I only have this much money that I can spend until next paycheck. And sometimes we don't spend it all, so we can kind of save up our allowance to get something big if we want, or take each other out. And then we leave a certain amount of money on our debit card, and that's just for groceries. And then everything else goes into savings. So we have everything set up to where we can't screw it up. We only have so much money that goes towards groceries, and that's the only thing that we use our debit card for. And then we have our cash allowances, and then everything else is bills and savings. So that's how we do it. That's what works for us. It is a little restricting, but that's kind of the point. That way we can't screw it up. We can't go off and spend money where we don't have it. So we've never been behind on any of our bills. We've always paid everything off early, so it's not near as organized as Shannon's is. She's got a really good system, but that's what works for us. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to talk about. That's how we do our budget. That's what works for us. So I'm really looking forward to hearing from you guys and seeing what you guys have to say about how you do your family finances. I'm always open to ideas of how to save money or how other people do it. So I hope you guys like this video, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.